Good morning. Good morning. Okay, if you are here, please let me know if you can see me. I think you can see me and hear me. Very important. Last month live, I did not know you couldn't hear me until like 14 minutes into the live. So if you're in the chat, please just say yes, hi, I can hear you. Um, if not, I will do something about it. Okay, so we are in the monthly live. This is September. If you, let me see. I think you have to be logged into your YouTube channel in order to leave a comment. So if you don't know, if you can't do that, and if you know me from a class, you can text me too, okay? So please let me know if you can hear me. I'll give it a minute. Happy autumn equinox. So we call it in Chinese 秋分. So today is where the day and the night we're going to do that switch now, the change, right? So the change from more yang energy from the summer to starting to shift. We're going to shift our way toward the winter time. Oh, good. Okay. Great. Thank you. All right. I know you can hear me. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yes. So shifting the day and the night, the balance of it. Hi, Daisy. So good to have you here. Yes. So from this, today we're going to practice a very basic Tai Chi move from the 24. So it's called grasp the bird's tail. In 37, there's also grasp the sparrow's tail. Slightly different sequencing, but it's very, very classic. This would be, if you practice yoga, this is like the, you know, the vinyasa, your sun salutation almost like, right? So there's sequence to yoga, and this is this to Tai Chi. So we have 4 moves: ward off, roll back, press, withdrawal, and push. And we're going to practice this on the left and the right. So in the 24 form, it is move 7 and 8. And if this is your very, very first time experiencing Tai Chi, I'm going to make it accessible enough that everybody can practice. Even if you need a chair, you can be seated on the chair. Okay, let's get started. Let's shake out. So if you need to be seated, go for it. It's going to warm up the body. So how I'm going to structure this is that we'll spend maybe 10, 12 minutes to warm up the body, your joints, allow the energy and blood to flow. And then, right, so plunge your feet, relax your shoulders, and coming into your Wuji stance, right? Wuji says we're right in where we're balanced, left and right side. So you did your wrist. We're going to practice a little bit of elbow rotation. Keep coming back into your body. Inhale and exhale. And the way we stand, if you are standing, you drop your tailbone a little bit, engage your core slightly. So we engage our lower Dan Tian, right? Dan is energy, Tian is field. It's your lower abdomen, your physical energy center. So do this one more. Okay, and then the other side. And then, of course, after this, we'll practice standing meditation, so 站桩, just a couple of postures that will help us with our practice today. And then we'll get started with our grasp the bird's tail. All right, so you're doing opposite direction now, going outside. Let's do the shoulders. So fingertips on your shoulders, slowly letting yourself. Thank you so much, Daisy. I so appreciate you for your support. So from here, your elbows coming in, reach yourself, your elbows all the way up. We're going to go about an hour today. So like a regular Tai Chi class that I teach. Okay. So taking your time, reach up, chest open, out, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Rounding your spine in, open, and out. And then the other side, open. Taking your time. Right, a few more. Feel your lower abdomen, your lower dantian. And then we're guiding this grounding energy coming up from Mother Earth, the in energy, right? Y-I-N, in. The more supportive, nourishing energy as compared to that from the yang, Y-A-N-G. That's brighter. So in Tai Chi, as you can see on my, this way, on my logo, my very talented designer had this rendition, right? Very creative rendition of the Tai Chi sign, which I love. So it's really just the balancing, the harmony of the yin and the yang, right? The active and the restorative. We'll practice that today through these forms. When you're ready, we're going to rock a little, right? Onto the heels, the toes. Right, so when you're inhaling, you're going to stretch your arms back. Really good for your balance and stability. When you exhale, you're going to just shift the weight back. So find your balance. Oh, Daisy, YouTube was telling me this is your 5th super. Oh my gosh, in a live stream. All right, awesome. Thank you so much for showing your support. Okay, up and down just a few times until you feel your calf muscle. One of the major benefits for Tai Chi is the improvement of balance, right? So we're getting stronger, we're using our legs, we're constantly transferring. So in Tai Chi, the only time we are actually 50-50 is like at the beginning. And then at the very end of the set, we are right in the center. Otherwise, other times, anytime you do this in your regular form, it's called a mistake. It's called the double weighting. That means you're weighted like equally both sides. So we're never really 50-50 while we're always in transition, right? Always flowing from, right, the open to the close, or from the front stance to the back stance, which we'll feel in today's set. Okay, once you're here, we're going to do a little bit of weight pouring, exactly just like that, pouring the weight and then feeling the transition from center to one side to the other. So you can rest your hands on your pelvis. If you are practicing seated, if you are able to stand, you can hold on to the chair. It's really good to help us practice balancing and stability. So when you're ready, pour your weight to one side. If you're my mirror, you're shifting to your right side. Right knee tracks forward towards the toes, coming back center, and then pour the weight to the other side. Just go really slow. Okay? Inhale center, exhale to your side. And take your time. So your torso is upright. And we're pouring the way. So you can imagine yourself kind of immersed in this healing ocean, like warm, healing oceanic water full of minerals and healing energy. We're pouring that from one side. So this could be like 90% as we shift to 80, 70, 60, 50. And then we're shifting that weight over to the other side. So just feel one side of your body getting fuller, heavier on this side, and then coming back. Yeah, the other side is getting lighter, emptier. Right? So empty, full. Yeah, just do that a few more times. You can keep the back fairly upright. You can gaze down slightly without dropping your head down. Just feel this energy. All right, right now we're just going side to side. Okay, good. Coming back, and then we'll practice shifting the weight from front to the back, which we're going to do today later. But for now, we're just doing warm-ups. If you're my mirror, your left leg will be on the front. For now, my right is on the front because we're mirror images of each other. Putting your hands on your pelvis, and then the way you stand, you are standing in what's called bow stance in Tai Chi, very similar to warrior one pose in yoga. And that means if I face you, right, the front leg and the back leg, they are on two separate tracks, like train tracks. And you have your pelvis facing the front. Okay. All right, like that. So your front knee is directly above your ankle. If you feel like you can go forward a little bit, you can just let the knee kind of drop right on top, like the top of your foot. We're kind of dropping to liver 3, right? Top of your foot, that point. But you can actually just keep your knee directly above. You definitely don't want to go past. It's too much for your knee. Okay. Your back foot is at an angle. If I do this on my bender, right foot is here, your left foot, right, front foot, back foot is at an angle, your pelvis is parallel in the center. Okay, so you're going to practice the front stance, the back stance a little bit, hands on the hip joints. So once you're here, you're facing forward wherever you are. Front stance, your bow stance. When you do back stance in 24, Tai Chi 24 form, we pivot on the ball of the back foot. 37, we do on the heel. Okay, so this is a major difference between these two different forms of Yang style Tai Chi. So as we sink back, right, we're pouring weight. You're going to pivot on the ball of your back foot. It's going to help you to externally open your hip joint. And then your torso is actually going slightly to the side. So we're going to do that again. Okay. So going forward, pivoting on the back ball of your foot, coming back. I'm going to face you so you can see a little bit better. Okay, hopefully. I know the front foot is cutting off. Okay. Yeah, so if I'm going forward, your bow stance. When I come back, I'm actually making myself a smaller target by tipping kind of like my pelvis to the side, right? That's the purpose of this. So you're going front, this is you're going the yang, the attack stance, you're going forward. And when you're coming back, you're in the back stance and more retreating, right? Or in the retreating stance, okay? So see the back ball of the foot? We're pivoting, and then that will protect my knee, right? If I don't, and I try to go that side, the foot is that way, and the hip is trying to open, it can't, right? It's just getting pinched, and then the knee it's not really happy. So just practice, and you're pouring weight from the front. This is probably about 60% or so on the front leg. And then when you're here, you're more weighted, probably like 70 on the back. Just feel it out. Okay, and front and back. Okay, all right, slowly just give this back leg a nice stretch. So pick up the heel, and then you can slowly reach the heel down. So right now the foot is like straight, right? It's no longer at an angle, it's straight. So you're just gonna press. It's good for ankle mobility, for your balance and stability. If you need a chair, definitely hold. Okay, up and down, up and down. Good. And then slowly just come back and pick up. And if you're my mirror image, we're going to go over to the other side. I know some of you like mirror, some of you get confused, but I'm going to do on this side. And later when I teach, I'll try to do as much as I can in back view, and then I'll turn around too. If you can, I'll see. So just put in the chat if you like, I can't see, and I will make sure I cover. So your both stance on the other side, your front foot, for me, for you, if you're my mirror image, your right foot is on the front. For me, it's my left. So we're going to go front, relax the shoulders. And as we pour the weight, think of our pouring exercise, weight pouring. You're going to slowly pour the weight. Torso is going to stay upright. That means you're not going to lean, right, whichever way. So stay as upright as you can, and then going forward. By pivoting, your pelvis can go front to side. Okay. So you're facing your opponent. Tai Chi is a healing martial art. How it started was people were using this for self-defense in the villages. Now we use it for health and healing. So we make it very gentle and not really, right? Especially Yang style Tai Chi. There's no heavy stumping and no jerking motion. Everything's just really slow and smooth, continuous flowing movement. Okay, just try that a few times. Front stance and back stance. We're staying fairly upright. Okay, going back. Yeah, just feel it out. And then your back knee, unlike yoga, where a lot of times we stretch straight. I mean, even though we don't lock, we stretch straighter. In Tai Chi, you can have a little soft bend, right? So think of the 70. Tai Chi is we use 70%, right? Instead of we go 100%. So 70%. So you have the black, right, in the white and then the white in the black. So there's always that, right? You leave a little room. Okay, good. And then coming back, and we're going to do that stretch for the ankles. So lift up and then stretch back. If you have plantar fasciitis, you can do this one too. It's good to stretch as the sole of your foot. Okay, good. Press yourself back, and then just kick your leg back a little straight. So knee straight down. You need to kick your heel up and do a few high knees. Oh, okay. If you need, hold on to the side. We'll just do a few hip rotations. So it helps with like just massaging your hip socket. If you don't need just big circle, maybe use your arms. Open out to the side and coming back towards the center. And you want to try to pass the center line. So it's good for integrating the left and right side of your brain. All right, breathing out. Inhale up, exhale down. Okay. And then you can tap, let this leg come down and just tap a little. Breathing out. Yeah, so I'm really excited that next week, I know it's a little bit of a short notice, but I'm going to hold a Zoom webinar. So if you want to, if you turn on your camera, I get to see you. Right now, you can see me. I cannot see you. So I'll do a webinar, a free webinar, a 90-minute webinar on breathing and meditation to reduce stress. Okay. All right. So the other side, ready? Biggest circle possible. I'll give you a little bit more detail and I'll send the link out. I'll post it in the community post. I'll email you if you're in my class. Okay, take your time, roll your hip out. If you want to get a little bit more creative and wake up your brain, you can always do your arms opposite direction. Inhale and exhale. And then the other side, leg in, arms out. Keep breathing out. One more. So tapping out on the front, your hip crease a little bit on the side and the back. Yeah, a little bit more tapping over here, and then we're gonna get to our standing meditation. Okay, so tap the top of your shoulders. You're gonna skip this if you're pregnant. At this point, is really it brings down energy a lot, but otherwise, excellent point for bringing energy down in the sense that it helps us to de-stress. Keep the knees soft. Little soft bouncing, breathing out. And because today is the first day of autumn, right, fall season, we're marching into the metal element. A lot of you know, some of you know, I think, metal element. So in our body, it's the lungs and large intestines, and the color is white. Yeah, so you're gonna tap the end of your collarbone where your pecs meet the delt. You can tap, there's a little dip. You're going to tap with soft fist, tap in towards your lungs, your ribs area inside. That's the first 2 points on your lung meridian. You're going to tap, exhale. Yeah, so tapping in lots of courage. And healing energy to your lungs. Just tap down the lung meridian. So as if you're going to come, shake my hand and tap down to your thumb. Breathe out. Roll the shoulders, we go over to the other side. So top of the shoulder, these are called shoulder well, right? 肩颈. On the gallbladder meridian. So apex of the shoulder, slightly back. You can tap there. If you need a little help, reach up. Right, this way. Tap. And then we're going to go to the first 2 points on the lung meridian. So come in toward the torso and then tap. Okay, down the top of your arm with thumb side. You can tap a few times. You can do this in the morning whenever you wake up. I know my parents, they wake up really early. So they probably wake up between that window of 3 to 5 a.m. That's when the lung meridians are waking up. So good time to tap. If you can't get up that early, I can't. When you get up in the morning. So just feel like I'm tapping away the negative emotion that's associated with the lungs of sadness, grief, and sorrow. And then we're instilling courage into our lungs. Give yourself a nice shake. We'll practice a few minutes of standing meditation. So we start with the feet hip width apart, toes pointing forward as much as your hips let you. If you're seated, you can also do this one. Just make sure you're sitting upright, so you're not leaning on the back of the chair. Little drop in the tailbone, right? This is a posterior tilt. That means you're gonna tip back a little bit, back straight, and then your pubic bone comes up a little bit closer. The front gets a little shorter. Engage your lower abdomen. So roll the shoulders up, back and down. We stay in Wuji stance for a little bit to feel and connect. Okay, you can either look straight ahead, keep the field of vision expansive. You can gaze down without drooping your head. If you're very comfortable and stable, you can close your eyes. Just follow my voice. Okay, so we are standing here 50-50, equally supported, left and right side. Feet firmly planted. Knees soft, hips soft. Back straight. And you can gently roll the shoulders up back a little bit. Allow your heart to stay more open. Reach the crown of your head up. And lightly touch the tip of your tongue against the back of the upper teeth. So we connect the conception and the governor vessels. Front and back center body. And reaching the crown of your head, your crown chakra or Bai Hui, the point where hundreds of meridians converge, the most yang point in the body. And reaching up and rooting down. We practice dantian breathing or abdominal breath, diaphragmatic breathing. As you breathe in, your belly expands, inviting healing energy into your lower dantian, our physical energy center. And as you breathe out, we let go. So make sure you feel stable. If you are closing the eyes, we're going to connect from the balls of the feet, the first point on the kidney meridians. A bubbling well, bubbling spring, Yongquan. So rooting down. And drilling your energy down. So imagine you're sending roots down to the earth, to the center of the earth. And the earth element, right, is the fifth season for traditional Chinese medicine, and also the transitions. We're kind of in that transitional period. Yeah, so rooting down deep to the center of the earth, you can send that energy down like 3 times your height, really deep and wide. Nourishing energy. And let the healing energy come in from the soles of your feet, healing your lower legs, your ankles, your knees, your thighs, your hips, lower abdomen, lower dantian. As the energy gets fuller, stronger, it rises up to your middle dantian. Shoulders relax more, chest more open. And take a breath. When you exhale, we're going to slowly lift the arms up. Just hold universal posture for a little. Right? Palms facing in. We're making a circle, so not too compressed or too elongated. So right in front of the chest. Elbows lower, so it's relaxed. Shoulders palms facing in, and your hands are naturally, if I lift my hands like this, they're like naturally curled. It's not too tight or too loose. So just right here in front of your heart. I keep feeling this energy. We're going to invite that yang energy, right? The energy that helps us to carry out our plans and take actions from the universe. So inviting intuition and inspiration into the upper dantian. Our brainstem, our pineal gland, and energy comes in and it mixes inside the human with the earth energy. We're creating balance, harmony, the right amount of action with the right amount of rest. Balance. Yeah, we'll stay here for just a little bit. Practicing energy accumulation posture, universal posture. The mind wanders, just gently bring it back to your breath. Feel your feet supported. And exhale out any busy thoughts. Exhaling out any soreness if you're feeling that. 3 more breaths at your own. Inhaling healing energy. Feel your lower dantian gets fuller, the middle dantian more open, and upper dantian brighter and lighter. Okay. So when you're ready, take a breath. You can open your eyes. And when you exhale, we're going to gently hug this energy in towards the chest. So lots of healing energy to our lungs and our heart, our middle dantian. And when you inhale, we're going to do again. So let the hands come forward, inviting lots of healing energy in. As you exhale, hug that positive energy. And you can, whatever that resonates with you, if you need courage, let that come in. Feel love, let it come in, right? Inhale and exhale. So if you want to work on the lungs, courage in, sadness out. If you want to work on the heart, love and joy in, anxiety out. Okay, when you're ready, you're going to sink this energy down to the lower dantian, pressing your hands down. Good. And slowly landing your hands on your lower abdomen, rubbing your belly clockwise. That's up on your right, down on your left side. Feel your lower dantian. Yeah. And then give yourself a nice sweep. So chest all the way down to your lower abdomen. Your conception vessel, also part of your vagus nerve is here. So helping you to calm your mind. So your parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, give yourself a nice sweep. You squeeze the kidneys, mid-back area. Oh, okay. So little light, if you feel like you need to like shake and wiggle out a little bit, roll out. We're gonna get started with just gonna get a sip of water. Getting really close to you. Okay, I'll grasp the bird's tail. I'm gonna turn around first, and I'll give you. I know in class, a lot of my students said they prefer the back view, a little bit easier to learn, but I will turn around if you need. So let's get started this way. So if I turn, just make sure you can still see me. So we're gonna get started because we're just learning these two moves, especially if you are learning Tai Chi this first time. We're gonna start in. Sorry, losing my voice. We're gonna get started with Uji stance first, but once you're there, we'll pour the weight. Okay, sink. Sorry about that. Yes, I feel like I need to mute my mic so you don't get jarred. Let me see if I mute. Okay, give me 1 second. All right, did I get the frog out of my throat? A little bit. Great. All right, just want to. All right, coming back. So you pour the weight slowly over to your right side. We're going to draw the foot in, right? So this is actually, we actually went from, a different pose, but we're going to just all start here. So in the regular regular Tai Chi set. So pour the weight to the right side. You're going to hold the ball. So I'm going to turn to my side just so you can see like what's going on. What is she doing? Okay, pour your weight to your right side. Your right hand is going to come on top. Left hand comes to the bottom. It's called holding the ball. You're going to hold the ball in front of your body, right? This way. So one hand is over the chest. The other is right in front of the lower abdomen. So this is my side view, but I'm going to come here. We'll take our time. So softly as you start here, we're going to step out with the left foot for a bow stance. Okay, step out slightly to the left side, going into the first move of our grasp the bird's tail into ward off. I pivoted on the back ball of my foot. I'm going to give you my side just so you can see like how I did that. Okay, so if this is my side, I poured my weight. I got into my empty foot stance over here a little bit, or cat stance. Some people call it not empty foot, cat stance. And then as I turn, I'm going to turn to the left, my left side. And then instead of stepping straight out, I'm going to step a little bit out to the side. It's going to allow me to plant my foot. I know I'm getting cut off. Okay. And I pivot on the back ball of my foot. I come into my ward off, the first move in grasp the bird's tail, right? The lower body, we already practiced before. You know it's bow stance. Front knee is directly above the ankle. Okay, so I'm going to do one more. Bow stance. We step slightly to the left side so then we have room to accommodate the two separate train tracks. This is your ward off. And then once you're here, take a breath. Just stay here for a little bit. I'm going to flip over this side, just so you can see a little bit what's going on the right side. Right hand is by my pelvis, sort of over here. Front hand is protecting my chest. This is just half of your universal posture, right? This is your ward off. So in Chinese called peng, right? So we have peng lu ji an. This is the first one. So you went like this, right? Doing a little bit fast, that side. If you prefer mirror image, yes, mirror image. See, how am I going to do this? All right, left side. That means I got to take my right leg out. All right, this is usually I teach this in back view. So this is a little bit, I have to like pour the weight over on this side. Totally confused right now. I should have thought this earlier, huh? All right, left side. Let's do back view first, then I'll do my mirror image. Okay, so this is your ward off left. I can do yoga, mirror image, no problem. Tai Chi is going to take me a little bit. Okay, ward off. All right, next one. Roll back. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to slowly turn from the center. And your left hand is going to turn, palm facing down. Right hand comes over here. So you're slightly off to a little bit to the left side of you. Left hand on the shoulder. Imagine someone's in front of you. Right hand, you're holding their elbow. The roll back is going to serve as you're going to take this person down to the right side. So from slightly left side, front, we're going to go into the back stance. If you remember, we practiced the legs, right? So shift the weight, pivoting back ball of your foot, and you're going to just sweep the arms, and then bending the hands, bending at the elbows, pressing. I'm lifting my arms up so you can see, putting your hand right on the wrist, right? So this is your press. Roll back, right? 彭吕脊, this is press. So as I come here, getting ready, pivot. When I pivot, I am pressing forward into my bow stance again. Okay, so one smooth motion. Ward off. On the left, roll back. I rotate the torso, press, and going forward. Okay, pressing forward. And then the next one is we're going to wipe. Okay, so just turn your top hand down and wiping off. Back stance again. Withdraw. As you withdraw to the back, bring your hands from the chest down to your lower dantian, and we go forward again. So we're retreating first, and then push. That's your 4 moves of grasp the bird's tail. I'll do one more time, okay? So smoothly in back view. So I don't confuse myself. Okay, all right. So we start from Uji stance, pour the weight into the right side, hold the ball, and you're just gonna draw your foot in, right? Know that you're not stepping straight out, but you're gonna slightly go left side. So if there's a clock on the floor, more like a 10 o'clock or 11, okay? Probably 10 o'clock. And we're going to glide weight transfer into our ward off. When you're doing ward off, your hand is just in front of the chest. Very different than the second move in this form where we're doing part of the wild horse's mane. So just right here, you're warding off. Okay, once you're here, getting your hands ready, and then roll back. So this is where they talk about deflecting 1,000 pounds with 4 ounces in Tai Chi, right? So you can, right here, hand on the wrist, press forward into press, wipe off. As you draw your hands, you're going to pivot on the back ball of your foot, press to your lower dantian, and we're going to send this energy out. So as you go, press the back foot and going forward. Okay, I'll give you my side view just a little bit. Hopefully it's helpful. Yes, okay, so you can see. Okay, and I'll turn around. When I do the second side, you will see what's going on the right. Okay, so we're ready. Hold the ball. Cat stance. I am pivoting. So you can see I'm going to turn my foot slightly to the left side, but I am not going to the angle, right? I saw that a lot in my class. So you're going straight, even though I'm going to the side, but I'm putting my foot straight. Wherever your front knee is pointing, right? That's where your opponent's going to be. And then we press the back ball of the foot coming into the ward off. Roll back slightly to the left side. Right, that person's down. I'm going to bring myself from back stance. You're getting ready. Stand, right? Another person off to the front. Wipe off. Right, you're facing forward. Back stance for the back foot. You're pivoting, and then from here, so the back foot is quite busy in this sense, right? You push, and this is on this side. And we're going to transition, okay? All right, so from here, this is your push at the end of the left side, grasp the bird's tail. And then the transition is going to, right? A lot of this, the strings, the transition right now, like our season, we're transitioning, right? We're going to find our footing, make sure we're balanced and stable. Okay, so when you're ready, from your bow stance, make sure you pivot on the back ball of your foot first. Right, that will make sure my back knee is protected. And then as I bring my hands over, I'm pivoting on the back heel, right? This one, now my left foot is my back foot. And when I pivot it, I'm just putting my hand here so you can see. I am going to pivot slightly so the foot is angling this way, right? So I'll do one more, smoother. Right ball of the foot, left heel. And then if you remember, I'm going to come back here into our cat stance right here. So most of the weight is on the left foot. And then when I step out, just make sure I don't want to step off camera. You're going to go slightly to the right side. So right now on that clock, it's probably like 1:30 or 2 o'clock. And then we pivot into this side. As you pivot, you're coming up onto the ward off. So ward off on the front hand is this way. Okay? All right, ready? Then we just do the same thing from the other side. Right hand, turn, palm facing down. Bottom hand, so your yin and yang hand. Roll back. Pivot on the back ball of your foot. Send that person away. And then hand right on the wrist. From here, you go back into your front stance. This is your press. Ji, right? Wipe off. Withdraw. From the chest up, middle dantian to your lower dantian, right? Middle to lower, and then you go back up again. This is your push. So when you're here, your hands never, right? So in Tai Chi, we are aiming for balance. So there's no excess, right? So you're not doing over that's leaning, you're losing your center. You need to make sure you're staying upright and no insufficiency. So sometime, right, we're going to do that one more time. So let's see. From here. Ooh. At the end of the push on the left side, okay? Right ball of the foot, left heel. Getting ready. Am I off to the side to be here? Okay, as I shift to my bow stance, ward off, roll back, stay upright, press, withdraw, wipe off first, withdraw. Yeah, so here's the other thing. The other mistake, sometimes people go this way, right? So I'm no longer upright, I'm leaning, right? So when you withdraw, you wiped off, withdraw. We stay upright, right? In Chinese, we call 中正, so you're centered and upright. And then you go into your push, right? That power is coming from, right? We pivot because when you pivot, then you have the power. We definitely have, doesn't matter how, what your physical ability or your workout or not, we have more power in these legs than the arms. So use this, right? Draw the energy from the earth and you can, right? When you do that, it's the lower body, we're turning from the center and then going out. All right, I'm going to do one more time. I'm going to take a breath here. If you have questions, type in the chat. There are 17 of us right now. So if you have questions, don't hesitate. I'm going to take you again. So we have 15 minutes left from the beginning to beginning of 7, and we're going to practice to 8. If this is your first time, you're just going to practice, right? Your first one, your second one. So it's grasp the bird's tail on the left and right, right? 左右揽雀尾. Back view and side view are easier to follow along in case you want to skip me over. Thank you so much, Alyssa. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, Alyssa's in my Qigong class. So yeah, Qigong is a great start. Yeah, back view, yes. Usually it's a lot easier. I would say like very few people will ask for the mirror. I do the mirror view. It's really for you to see the sides. But the benefit of this one is that we do left and right. Okay, left and right. Okay, great. Always love the feedbacks. Okay, so taking your time, we come to this Uji stance first, getting ready, and you're going to hold the ball. Yeah. So from here, I can do side a little bit later too. So a little bit smoother. Ward off on the left. Roll back. So remember, you're turning from the center. Press. Wipe off. Withdraw. And push. Yeah, so back ball of your foot, really important. We're going to transition. So back ball of the foot first. Left heel. I'm going to hold the ball on the left. And step. I'm just going to go here. Okay. Right. Ward off. Roll back. Press. Withdraw. Wipe off and withdraw. And push. Okay. You're going to do again. I'm going to show you my side. Hopefully it'll make sense for you. Okay. All right. To my side. That way you can see a little bit better. Soft is just in your mind. It's good for your brain. Mine too. Roll the shoulders. Pour the weight to your right side. I will give you the verbal cue. Hold the ball. Yeah, so if you, one thing is that if you feel like, I feel like when my feet are like this way, it's really hard, right? I often have people tell me like, oh, it's really hard for me to get to that 10 o'clock position because my hip is kind of tight, or for balance and stability for whatever reason. For that reason, like if you can actually start the right foot instead of facing forward. Just give yourself a head start. Just a little bit, like pivot a little, so then your right foot is pointing a little bit to the side, right? So I'm going to go this way. So you can see, right? If I go slightly in. So I give myself a little bit more room. I give myself a head start. I can still stay here in the beginning, 45-degree to the side, but when I turn now, I have a lot more room to step out, a little bit to that 10 o'clock position, right? And then this is your side. You can see 2 separate tracks, ward off. Roll back. Press. Wipe off. Withdraw. And push. Okay, you're gonna sink the weight to the back leg. Open like a big rainbow. Pivot on the back ball of your foot. I'm gonna go this side. Okay, hold the ball on the right. I'm gonna step out, right side, get into my bow stance, ward off. Can you still see me? Yes. Okay, good. Right. Roll back. Right here. Press. Power comes from the back leg. Wipe off. Withdraw. And push. Okay. And I'll do one more. I will face you. Okay. I'm going to face you this side this time. So you probably have to do a little switch in your mind too. So if I start right here, so you get to see what's happening on the front. Okay. Ready? Oh, sorry. I started here. And then I come to my hold the ball, pivot. This is ward off on the left. So you get to see what's happening on the right side. Wipe off, withdraw, and push. Okay, pivot on the right ball of your foot. Okay, this is your blocking, people. And then I pivot on the left heel, go into my hold the ball on the left side, right foot step out, ward off on the right, roll back, press, Wipe off. Withdraw. And push. We did it. Okay, I'll do one more time. I know some people don't like the verbal cue, so I'll zip it, right? So ward off, ward off, row back. Yeah, line up in your mind and just feel the flow, okay? I am not going to talk. I got cut off a little bit. Okay, all right. So let's close here. You let me know if you have questions, if you want to see one more time. I was going to take this all the way to 10:55, so that we at least get a really good round of practice. And then if you have questions, I can do a little bit of Q&A too, right? Gently shake out. Do you want one more time? You can say yes or no. If you don't say anything, I'll do one more time. No verbal cue. Okay? Yes. Okay, good. Thank you, Daisy. Right, relax the body, calm the mind. We're just practicing bird's view. Grasp the bird's view. Grasp the bird's view. Bird's tail. Right? Lunge your way. One more time. Okay, I'll do one more. For those of you who want to hear the Chinese one, I will do this now. Okay, with the shoulders. Right, lunge your way. First one. Peng. Lü. Ji. Oops, I have a loud stomach. An, yeah, those 4. Peng Jian. Then we transition. Back ball of the foot, left heel. Make a rainbow with your hands. Cat stance. Get ready. Step out. Ward off. Roll back. Press. Withdraw. And push. Very good. All right, let's slowly close right here. Taking your time, sinking, rooting, grounding. Awesome, right? So I usually like to just finish a practice with a little bit of gentle tapping to let go of any tension. And then just just feel your body right now. So you probably feel, because we did a lot of pivoting. If it's your first time, you might feel, I remember when I first started Tai Chi, I was definitely feeling it in my knees. And that's what my teacher told me too. There's like, probably millions of practitioners around the world, 70%, probably have knee problems. That doesn't say like Tai Chi makes us get injured, but it's just really just like pay attention, right? So the body never lies. Pay attention to really feel like, how can I pivot to accommodate my turn, so that I get to protect myself. Okay, so rubbing your palms. And then, so I will keep you posted, and I want to again hold a live free webinar next weekend. That was a little short notice. You're gonna tap your knees, send lots of healing energy. You can do one knee, thank you my healthy knee. The other side, thank you my strong knee. And just kind of make claws with your hands. Massage the soft tissue part around the kneecaps, your patellas, and send lots of healing energy. Right. So knees are just hinge joints, so that's why we pivot on the back foot, right? Either balls of the feet for this one or heels for the 37 form, is to really, because they only do this, and then we turn so that when the hip turn and open and close, we can make sure we're protecting the knees. So tap around the hips a little. Yeah, so I'm curious. I know it's just the 10 of us here. I will probably do a poll in the community post next weekend. I know it's homecoming for a lot of school. Give me a one or a two. So one, I think I'm going to do Saturday, maybe 10 o'clock, or two is Sunday, 10:30. So we'll go 10 to 11:30 on Saturday, or 10:30 to 12 on Sunday. And if it doesn't work for you, as long as you register for the Zoom webinar, I will send you the recording. It'll be available for a couple of weeks. Jay, thank you. One, okay, I have one Saturday. Take care. Yeah, so you can let me know. I'll do a YouTube community post too, just to see what works for everybody. And I think I'll probably do this like, all right, great. I have two, one and two. 50-50. All right, tap your lower. Thank you, Amy. So good to see you here. Okay, shake out a little. Yeah, you're gonna tap the top of your shoulder socket. And then tapping down your lung channel. Thank you, my healthy lungs. And go the other side. Roll around and down. Yeah, it's tricky. I think if you have kids, right, there's sometimes activities on Saturday morning, sometimes Sunday too, I know. So it's how it works for your schedule. But let me know. And then again, if you can't attend live, you have the recording too. But it's always good. It's always good. Hi, Amy. It's always good to be in person, like not in person live. So you can ask me questions, and we'll do something very, very yummy and relaxing, right? To help us release stress. Whether your kids are little or they're in school, right? Fall is the season in traditional Chinese medicine. This is the harvest season, where we're, kind of reaping what we sowed throughout the year. But it's also a really good start. Really, really good start. Oh, okay, Daisy. That's all right. Neither time works. So watch the recording. Yeah, that's fine too. That's why I think I'll make the recording available. I'll probably do that a little bit more regular too, maybe once a month, to hold that, maybe different things to help us. Yeah, so fall is also a time that the kids are in school, if they are, school age, that it's an opportunity for all of us to have a fresh start, a new season, a new perspective, and we can also try out different things to help us to grow, right? When we grow, we're happier, we're healthier. You help your whole family, all your loved ones that live in the same household, that you work, you see every day. Everybody benefits, right? Okay, all right. So just kind of give yourself a nice shake, and we're gonna give the whole body a nice sweep. Your kidneys, sweep away any fear. Thank you so much for voting. I have exactly 50-50 for Saturday and Sunday. I have someone who can't make it. Okay, all right. So sweep all the way down. Yeah, you can just kind of give your hair like a nice sweep too. I don't really usually do this class. We used to in-person class a lot. So if you can, use your thumb and index finger, just roll your earlobes. These are in reflexology. They're related to our eyes and our brain. So it's really good, right? Even at work, and as long as your hands are clean, give your earlobes a nice like tug. You can kind of like drag them, tuck them a little bit, and you can squeeze like the edge of the ear. The whole body's mapped out, reflexology, palms of your hands, soles of the feet, and then your ears. Okay, so you can just wrap here and then just, yeah, bring lots of healing energy into your body. Nice sleep. Thank you so much for being here, spending your Sunday. I'm so glad that we're marching into this new season together, a new quarter. And then also for me too, I will probably do some posts. Maybe we'll do a celebration. I reached 20,000 subscribers on YouTube a few days ago. So I couldn't have done that without you. So it's 3 years for me on YouTube. I really poured my heart and soul, a lot of time and energy. I'm so grateful I have over 300 videos. Now it's able to help people from all over the world. And it's really a fuel for me to keep going, knowing that people are feeling better, feeling stronger, happier. But also it's a time for me to just go dive in a little bit more, come in a little bit closer to the heart of why I really want to share this. So hence the webinar coming up to help us even deeper, so much more than just on the physical level. Hopefully you feel that from my classes already. It's not just not just physical poses we're doing. It's so much deeper, right? It's helping us to open our heart, to let go, to shed whatever that's been holding us back so we can really step into our light. And then when we shine our light, it helps the world to get brighter. Okay. I am so grateful for you. So, so grateful. Jay, change your mind to 2. Okay. All right. So I'm kind of leaning towards Sunday a little bit. I feel like Sunday might be little easier for people unless you attend church around that time. But I think that's one thing I'm learning. I always want to take care of everybody, but you can't, right? You have to find a balance that works for most people, and then it's got to work for my time too. So I am so grateful for you being here. And then keep your eye out on YouTube community posts. I will send out the link to sign up for the webinar, for the Zoom workshop for next probably Sunday. And I'm excited. I get to see some of you I've probably never met before, never seen your beautiful or handsome face before. Okay, so go forth and enjoy your beautiful Sunday. It's awesome, right? Beautiful weather. We're gonna take our son back to college, back to the school. All right, enjoy. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Daisy, for being here and your support. So, so grateful. Melissa, Amy, Jay, I know my parents are probably watching. Thank you. I love you. And my husband. Okay. Thank you so much. And I will see you soon. See you next week, hopefully. Get to see you on camera. Bye.